Signagelive is a headless digital signage platform, meaning that every feature and functionality that's available within Signagelive is available via a series of APIs that can be used by developers or anyone with the technical know-how to build a custom solution. Our open APIs allow Signagelive to be seamlessly integrated with other software applications and systems with ease. Let's take Plainly for example. Combining data with Adobe After Effects templates, Plainly allows you to automatically generate a large number of video variations. It has tons of different integrations in itself, so you can use Google Sheets, Airtable, and more to trigger the action of rendering videos within Plainly. So, going back to Signagelive being a headless platform, the Plainly team created an integration using Signagelive's open APIs that I mentioned earlier. And this integration leverages the tagging and the content upload functionality of Signagelive itself. And this means that you can entirely automate the process of creating your content, uploading your content to Signagelive, and then dynamically delivering that content to multiple screens. So how would a workflow typically look for someone making use of this Plainly and Signagelive integration? Step one would be that we publish a single playlist to all of the Signagelive players that we want to show our automated content on. Step two, we create and upload an After Effects template to Plainly. This will allow us to dynamically alter each individual element within the video, such as images, text, prices, and so on. And the idea here is that each individual render will have a different element depending on what video you're outputting. Step three, we create a Google Sheet containing all of the data that we're going to alter with each of those video renders. Step four, we link the data fields from our Google Sheet to the After Effects render template in Plainly. What this is going to allow us to do is to map particular fields within our Google Sheet to the particular elements in that render, meaning that one item that I list in one cell will alter the image in one portion of the video, and so on. Step five, we'll add the Signagelive integration, which will tell Plainly where to put this content. So we'll determine which Signagelive network we use, which playlist we import this content into, the file names of the final assets that will be rendered, and the conditional tags to be applied to each individual asset. So jumping back to Signagelive now, if I click on one of my players here and go over to the Tags tab, I can set conditions on each of the assets that are being rendered in Plainly, which will determine what asset appears on what player. Meaning that if I have an asset that has the tag Viana, like this player does, only assets that are rendered from Plainly that have that particular tag will appear on this particular player. This allows us to batch create thousands of assets and make sure that only the assets that we want appear on the right players. So finally, with our Google Sheets and our Signagelive integrations both configured within Plainly, all we need to do now is add some data to our Google Sheets, and this will trigger the action of new videos being rendered. And thanks to the Signagelive integration, this will automatically import this content into the playlist that we chose earlier with all of the tags already applied. So for example, MeldCX Viana player here will download any content with the tag Viana, and this BrightSign XT4 labeled Nextmosphere will download any content with the tag Nextmosphere. Add this together with Signagelive's auto playlist update feature. Any of the players with our playlist already published to them are automatically going to download any new content whenever they detect that something new has been added to that playlist. And now, as you can see, we've got unique content that has been automatically populated on each of our screens thanks to Plainly's Signagelive integration. And this process has been entirely automated. And as long as I have my Plainly integration live with my Google Sheet, anytime I add a new row of data to that sheet, it's going to automatically generate that content, import it into that playlist, and then automatically update my screens accordingly. Plainly allows you to fast track your content output and reduces the time spent on editing and rendering and localizing your content. For my fellow content creators out there, I'm sure you can appreciate how much time this is going to save. Another way you might use this if you're in the quick serve restaurant industry or you're in retail, if you have stores across multiple locations or even multiple countries, you could localize your content to each of your stores, and you could have the currency dynamically changed to fit whatever country your player's located in. In a world where your audience can't get enough content, using Signagelive and Plainly is a fantastic all-in-one solution for automating that process of creating mass amounts of content and delivering that at scale to your digital signage players. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you have any more questions about Signagelive and Plainly, please do get in touch and we'd be more than happy to answer them for you. And with that, I'll see you on the next one.